Yeah, hi guys. This is a Cash Flow Pro for You goal setting presentation. I'm here with a few business colleagues that have come along to see this for the first time. Some of them have seen it before, but it is something that when you implement it into your business, you can get absolutely explosive results. Okay, and I'm going to show you what I was taught over a 20-year period about how to set goals properly, how to make sure that you have a real crystal clear goal for your future, for the next month, the next 6 months, the next year. And if you stay focused and you find a few key people in your developing team, what can happen to your business? Okay, so one thing that's really important is that we are going to develop certain success habits. Okay, and a lot of people, when they come into a business like this, you know, they think, oh, I just need to share my link on social media and someone will sign up and then maybe they do something. Well, it's sort of like that, but I can guarantee if you're a person that's just throwing out your link on social media and then you're going to be, you know, you're sort of like hoping for the best. Okay, we're talking about financial freedom here. Okay, financial freedom is a real serious process. Okay, but you can narrow down the success habits into 7 easy step things that you need to follow. But for me, you know, when I first saw this, it was really difficult because it was something that was easy to do and it was also easy not to do. Okay, I don't know if you notice that some things that are easy to do, we end up not doing them because they were so easy to do, we forget to do it. So for me, I had to actually physically write down these 7 points on a piece of paper, and every day I used to have to put a tick by it every single time because otherwise I wouldn't do it. And what my business mentors said, they said, you need to, if you want to be successful in this industry, you need to have these 7 core habits in place. And I said, well, what happens if I don't? He says, well, you won't be successful. I said, what happens if I'm missing one of them? He said, well, what happened? And his answer was, what happens if you call your friend or your wife or someone on the telephone and you're missing one of the numbers? Do you get through? And I said, no. And he said, well, this is the same. You cannot miss any of these numbers. Number one, you need to be consistent. Okay, I see people that they say they're consistent. They're not consistent. They show the business one day, and then 3 days later they show the business again, and then a week later, and they think that they're busy in the business. But the only reason they think they're busy is because they're thinking about the business so much. They actually think that they're in action. It's a very big mistake that people make. You need to be deliberate with what you do. You know, one of the things that we're doing, we have an organic way which we are posting and boosting. That was put together by Jesse from Ready for Crypto, Ready for Cash Flow. Awesome system. You know, I definitely recommend you catch up with that guy to understand more about how you post and boost. Okay, and then we've got Cash Flow Pro for You. You know, this is a Cash Flow Pro for You presentation, and we have a whole website which teaches you all the different things you need to learn about automation, you know, working with autoresponders to help you communicate with prospects while you're sleeping. And when you're awake, we can actually talk to prospects. But it's really important you stay consistent. Okay, you need to do something every single day. I didn't notice I said you don't need to do it all day. You just need to decide what you're going to do every day and keep to it. Number 2, you need to follow the system, and that basically means you need to connect people to the system. Okay, you know, I'm going to explain exactly what the system is, but you know, a lot of people think, well, Cash Flow Pro's a system. Maybe people say, well, Ready for Cash Flow, Ready for Crypto, or the blueprint is the system. No, it's not. I'll explain what the system is in a second. But number 2, you've basically got to get people following a system. The system is spoken about in Cash Flow Pro for You. Number 3, you know, we need to get people started correctly. You know, if you're a person that's putting your link out there, okay, if you're just putting the link out there so you make some money, that's the wrong thinking. Okay, because what we're doing is when someone signs up with you, you know, you've got to have a certain responsibility to that person, because we can't play with people's lives. Okay, people sign up with, you know, you're putting your link out there, you're excited about your business, but if you don't get them started within 48 hours properly, you know, you're going to give them the tools, get them started properly. Here, this is how you get things set up, you know, jump on a Zoom with them so you can guide them with the first steps. You need to do that within 48 hours. Why? Because it's not fair to keep people hanging on. All right. Number 4, duplication. This is something we are not taught at school. At school, we're taught to have a job. Okay, and we go to work on our own. We're not allowed to bring our friends and family with us because the boss gets annoyed. But duplication is almost like cloning. It's like, if I could clone myself, I could stay at home and sit on the sofa and watch my favorite film, and my clone goes off to work and earns me the money. Okay, but here, you know, we have to work in duplication. Everything we do in duplication, everything that duplicates, good or bad, you know, so it's really important that you make sure that you're duplicating the right things. Well, first of all, I recommend that you go, you know, make full use of the company Zooms. I'm not talking about Cashflow Pro. I'm talking about the businesses that we work with. If you have a company Zoom, you know, we have 3 great Zooms per week with Digital Club United, and you've got a millionaire online that is teaching you, plus the people that you bring, about how to think about becoming successful. You don't even need to be an expert on that. You just need to bring people to the Zoom. So, you know, 80% of the reason why people don't attend Zooms is because nobody told them. So don't fall into that trap, guys. Number 5 and number 6 is all about you. Okay, remember, we've all been through school. We've had a certain education that taught us how to have a job. Okay, and we know what the results are of having a job. It's 0 time, and you actually, it's just above broke, or just over broke. That's what job stands for. Okay, so we need to think different. I recommend that you read 15 minutes per day of recommended books. I have a list of recommended books if you want to know what they are. It surprises me how little amount of people actually send me a message after, Jason, can I have the list of the books? Because I really want to change how I think, because it's the only way I can change how I think. A leader said to me once, he says, Jason, your business is the same size as your thinking. And I'm thinking, you know, I can get my entire business in my bathroom. That's how small my thinking was. I had to start reading, but 15 minutes a day, it's 12 books a year. It changes how you think. Listening to positive audios. Yeah, that basically means go onto YouTube, find your most precious speakers, motivational speakers. You know, I also have a list or a playlist for that. Why do we listen to positive audios? Well, if you don't, you're listening to your own inner voice. That's that little negative voice that never shuts up. Every time you've got a great idea, it cuts in, it gives you all your, it's like a filing cabinet, and there's a little green monster that grabs the next file out. Every time you're about to do something positive with your future, it says, no, you can't do it. You can't do it. Oh, you've done this before. You're an idiot, blah, 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 blah. Okay. When you listen to positive audios, it makes that inner voice shut up. Okay, and you can't hear it anymore, so you can focus on your goals. Be a team player. Now we're getting to the system. The system is edification, no cross-lining, and counseling. That is the system. Edification means that you're working with an upline. You need to always lift your upline up. Even if you don't like them, lift them up. Okay, sometimes we have problems with downlines not really liking their upline, but I tell you something, if you don't edify your sponsor and your upline, it's not long before your team is not listening to you. Okay? Always edify your upline, because your upline will always edify you back in front of the team, and in the result of that, your team will listen to you. No cross-lining means, you know, you're building organizations. You only talk to the people that's got a financial interest in your success. That means upline, downline, not crossline. Okay. We do organized crossline now because we're all on a Zoom, but there's an upline which is talking to the entire group. So this is organized crosslining. but you never have it where you've got a cross line talking to another cross line saying, oh, what do you think about Jason? Or what do you think about Jesse? Or what do you think about Colin? Or, you know, you don't want that in your organization. It's the biggest killer in a network marketing organization. Counseling means that you get counsel every single month and you say, look, Jason, can I sit down with you? I want to go through some goals with you. This is how I'm thinking. What do you think? Okay, when you do that, you've got someone with a bigger business having a helicopter vision of what you're about to do. Okay, so you develop these 7 habits. It takes time, but I recommend that you be deliberate with this page and you stick it up on the wall or staple it to your head. Maybe that's a bit rude, but yeah, I'm just saying, be deliberate. Okay, this page can make you millions of dollars if you focus on it. Okay, so this is your Cash Flow Pro goal setting. So at the front, you can see there's the core habits. I recommend that you make one decision to give it a go. Okay, one decision, not a decision next week and then, oh yeah, okay, now I try and make another decision, then I try and make another. That sounds painful. Make one decision to become core. And when you're starting to become core, you will start to register people. And we have we can look at this as a brick in the wall. Okay, so we're going to build a big house, we need bricks. A tempo setter basically means that you're going to register 3 people into your network structure. Okay, it doesn't matter what your network structure looks like, whether it's a unilevel or a binary, it doesn't matter. This is a volume goal. This is an activity goal. It's not a structure goal. Okay, so you become a core person and you're going to tick it in there. Have you registered your first 3 people? Have your group got a goal card? I'm going to show you the goal card in a minute. Okay, because once you've done this, we call this the tempo setter. You then do it 2 more times. Okay, and when you've done it 2 more times, you're still going to tick yourself off that you're core. You would have signed up 10 people at this point. I know some of you melancholies might be saying, well, 3 times 3 is actually 9. Well, I'm just going to say register 1 more. It makes your business bigger if you don't want to argue with me about the numbers. But near enough, 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10. So your groups, you could have signed up 10 people. But of course, because you've been introducing people to core and the system, you will find that it starts to duplicate because people have a goal card. All right, so I know that when you're become a pro leader, your group size will be 30 plus. You've registered 10, but you would probably have around 30 people, maybe 40, maybe even more. It depends what the people do underneath you. Okay, and your goal is to make sure at least 10 people out of that group size of 30 has a goal card. All right. And then you see the next goal. All we're going to keep doing then after that is duplicating pro leaders. All right. I can tell you something. About 8 months ago, I was working with another business and I duplicated this system over an 8-week period. Okay. I developed 22 of these pro leaders in my business. Guess what the group size was? 2,000 people in 8 weeks. Okay, so if you're wondering if this stuff works, there's the number. Okay, 2,000 downlines I had in my business within 8 weeks because of this, what I'm showing you now. So basically, you're still core. You're going to continue. Apps means applications, registrations. So you don't stop at 10. Just keep going. The more you personally sponsor people, the higher chance you've got of actually looking for the people that you're looking for. Okay, so that is a goal card. I recommend you fill one in. You write down your mentor. Every person on this Zoom right now, apart from Jesse, because Jesse works with his own team, you need to write me there. Okay, because I'm counseling you on this goal. Okay. All right, because I'm interested to find a few people that I can work with that's going to do this goal. And I know maybe some of you aren't going to do this. You look at it and think, well, that was a good idea, but maybe I'm not ready for it. Okay, and that's fine. Maybe you're ready for it in a month's time. But if there's a few people here that's ready to work with one of these goal cards, so you're going to write mentor, you're going to write my name. you're going to write the start date, one date, and the goal date. Well, the goal date is a 5-week goal. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-week goal from now. So you can speed it up if you want. Of course, if it's completed faster, we just, we just sit down and set a brand new goal. But this is a 5-week goal. You decide how much money you want to earn. A lot of people don't focus enough on the money. Okay, some people say, oh, I need to focus on, bringing people in, bringing people in, bringing people in. Focus on how much money you want to work. What you actually want to earn. If it's $100 a month, $200, write it down. I want you to focus on the number. If you're on a certain level, for example, if you're on platinum and you're level 2, write down your goal. Is it level 3, level 4 by a certain time? Okay, this is things that you need to be deliberate on and what you're focused on. And then you've got applications. This is week 1. I recommend that you have a good enough work ethic that you're going to sign up 2 people every week. 2 people. Okay. Some people will do this in a week. I know. Some people will do all of that in a week. If you do, we just set a new goal. But I know the average person will do, if they've got a good work ethic and they've never done this before, they could still register 2 people per week. And your goal as a leader is to make sure that they have seen this film and they've got the PDF so they can start working with this goal card too. And anyone that fills in a goal card, you still need to send it to the upline pro leader. So I have a helicopter vision of what's going on in Colin's business, in whoever else is on here, Lee's business or Donnie's business. Okay. Is really important. So, and all you're going to do, you're just going to simply tick these off as it's done. Okay. And to keep it fun, you can even take a photograph and you can send me your goal card halfway through the goal. Jason, have a quick look where I am at right now. Maybe you're having a terrible month and you've registered 1. And if you share the goal card with me, I might say something to you that just gets you back in action and fires you up. Or if you're moving so fast, I will say, let's jump on Zoom. We need to adjust this goal. You're absolutely smashing this. Okay. And then for the pro leader vital signs, we have vital signs here. You're going to register 10 people personally. So when these are all ticked, you're going to tick it in here. And then you're going to look at your group size, because if you've only got 10 and nobody's registering anybody, that means that we need to help them with their marketing skills, right? So it's really obvious stuff here. I've even put in, you're going to be reading your 15 minutes, you're going to listen to the audios, and you're going to regularly attend Zoom meetings with your businesses. And at the same time, you are looking for your 3 hottest people. Okay. We call those the animals. These are the ones that don't leave you alone. They keep calling you all the time, and they're asking really smart questions. They're bringing 10 people to the Zoom every time there's a Zoom on. That is a hot person, and they're the people you're looking for to work with. Okay, so you're going to kickstart your business, and with these sorts, even me, after 20 years, I have to be deliberate. I stick these sheets on when I've got a goal, I stick one of these on the fridge. Right, okay, I'm a bit more crazy though. Sometimes my lists I'll have 100 circles on there, because I like to challenge myself. But all I'm going to do is that the second I register someone, I put a tick. My goal is to register 10 people fast. Okay, this is my activity goal, and I quickly go through it. And I even got the start date and the goal date. And this is to keep you in action. This is not to keep me in action. This is, when you set a goal, it's like moving an idea from the brain to the heart. It gets you in action and you nail it. All right. Here's another one for the crazy guys. Want to play with these numbers. This is the part that stretches your comfort zone. It stretches your belief. It stretches everything so you can get a bigger business. Okay. There is no must. I'm just giving you the guidelines. The more activity, the better your work ethic, the more consistency, you will have a great business. All right. So goal cards. What is the power of a goal card? And if you duplicate it, okay? Because what most people do, they think, well, I mentioned 2,000 people in the business, and a lot of people here are thinking right now, well, I can't even sign up 3 people. How the hell does he get, you know, how does he get 2,000 people in 8 weeks? I'm going to show you. This is the power of a goal card. So one person, okay? So we're talking about Colin now. Colin, you've just joined. You've just followed exactly what I've said. You've now got a group of 30 people, okay? And we're all going, well done, Colin, well done, congratulations, you're a pro leader, excellent, okay? Because we will also have a recognition once a month to say well done to the people that actually achieved pro leader. The reason we're going to do that is because we will invite your team members will be in the group. They will see their leader up on this new level, and they will say, oh, you know, that Colin did it, or that Lee did it, or Jesse did it, or whoever's done it, and they will say, I can do it too. Okay, it's monkey see, monkey do. Anybody can do this, but we need to lead the way. So I just want you to focus on the goal card. All right, so Colin, right, I'm just going to use you as an example here. So you've just filled in your goal card. You remained really focused, consistent for 1 month. You got your group size of 30 people together in your platinum business. You're happy with the money that's coming in. You're excited. And during that journey, you found 10 downlines to have a goal card. All right, 10 people. If I said to you, Colin, can you put a group of 300 people together? It would scare you half to death. I'm talking about 10 people to work with a simple goal card. All right, 10 people. Can anybody on this, please tell me, guys, if you were working a 40-hour shift in a job and your boss said, I need you to find 10 customers in 1 week, otherwise you're fired, you do it, right? You want to keep your job because you know it's going to affect your wallet. Okay, but here we need to be a bit more sort of kicking ourselves up the backside here. You know, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to get my goals in place. I'm going to find my 30 so I can find 10 people that can follow that crazy little goal card that Jason's put together, and all of a sudden the group size is 300. Do you think we're going to find a few leaders to join this business or any of the other businesses? I think so. Let's take it one step further. So some of those guys also started to find some people too. So we're talking about within the group. We're not talking about you personally. We're talking about within the group. There's now 20 guys with a goal card. 600 people in your group. You'll be fired up, right? You'd be fired up out your brains. How excited what would it do to your bank account? How many of those $5 bonuses will be coming in from platinum? How many people will be caught joining Digital Club United, Savings Highway Global, or Leadsley, or any of the other stuff we do? And also Jesse has some great businesses too. Check him out. Just keep going. 30 people. Now, please, guys, do you think we can find 30 people in the whole planet? There's 4.5 billion people online. Do you think we can just find 30 people each and just say goodbye to the boss? 40. There you go. 50. Remember I told you about the number of 2,000 in 8 weeks? That's how I did it. But the difference was that my pro leader goal, I found 22 people. I did it with 22 people and they went crazy because of this system. Okay, so the difference between working with a goal and not working with a goal is always results. If you want results, get serious about the goals, get serious about your dreams and your future and your vision, and really get serious about these goal cards. And when you fill them in, you always make sure that you send them to the highest upline, because your highest mentor that you are working with, okay? Because they need to know what's going on in your business. And as your business grows, you will become the higher upline, and your downlines will be sending the gold cards to you. And then, for example, I'll be calling Colin and say, Colin, you know, how many gold cards in your business right now? Oh, I've got 100. Oh, that's awesome. Which business? You know, you can have this goal system for any business. Okay, so Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for listening. We'll see you on the next film.